Okay, good to see everybody. Appreciate it. Good work day today, guys. A tough day. Good work practice. This is an important week for us to try to improve and get better. Thought the guys were very intentional about trying to do their best and get better today. So we'll be on to tomorrow. We'll be in shells, and then work from there. What questions you have?
John, I think we talked a little bit about it yesterday. I mean, is this going to be in your mind like the last kind of full camp mode week, and then next week goes out of it, or how do you have that kind of plan?
Well, yeah. I mean, you're never really out of it until after the last preseason game.
Okay.
So it's a little bit different schedule next week, but it's still I would still consider it camp. Yeah.
So we saw Cory Bullock get in there right away at center the other night. What have you liked about him and what impressed you?
Yeah, he's I would say dramatic improvement. Just works hard, so hard all the time, and it's showing up in how he's playing center and guard, both guard and center positions, and has just done well. I see him blocking people. That's usually a pretty good. I don't know. Is that what linemen do, right? They block. And so he's making a lot of blocks.
John, we saw that Longerbeam had to go on IR. Did that just end up being worse than you guys initially thought, or what happened?
It's a long story. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's just a long story, and you can. I really couldn't even explain it to you. As much as I might want to, I couldn't explain it to you. So it is what it is. You haven't heard that from me ever, have you? Until now.
Bill was like
That was a Brian Billick one. I like Brian. Brian, that was for Brian. Brian, it is what it is.
John, is Jair okay? We didn't see him out there.
Yeah, he's okay. Yeah. Jair's okay. Kyle's okay. DeAndre's okay. All those guys. Keaton's okay.
Speaking of DeAndre, now he's had a few weeks in camp. What have you it's one thing, like you said, when you play against him. Now you have a guy that's here. What have you liked about DeAndre so far in camp?
Well, I mean, it's just the skill set that, gosh, you always saw, you played against. He tore his jersey. Someone tore his jersey trying to defend him yesterday, and he still made the play anyway. I accused him of cutting the stitches ahead of time to try to get calls. But I accused him of that when he was playing for Tennessee and for Houston. So, but no, he's the same, guy, does the same things really, really well. Nate was asking about covering him yesterday on that low red sideline play. And what could I have done? It's really, honestly, Nate, there's nothing you could have done better. That was a great throw and a great catch by arguably one of the best who's ever done it. I mean, guys like Anquan, guys like Mason, good at those kind of plays right there that we've had here.
John, we saw Malik Cunningham take a snap or two down in the red zone there. Was that just kind of thrown in there, or is that something different with his usage, his plan going forward?
That's great that you noticed that. No, what that was a situational drill that we're throwing an interception because it was a get-down victory for the defense, so that we practice those situations. So if you get an interception up by one score late in the game, you can run the clock out, you run and you get down. Don't turn it over. So none of our quarterbacks like to throw interceptions. I was going to make Devin do it, but then I said, nah, Malik, you go do it. So Malik throws a touchdown pass the very first time, just to make his point. And then he threw the interception.
John, we know you guys have been a little banged up at running back. You added Myles Gaskin. What do you like about him? He's been productive in the past.
Yeah, very effective back in the past and different places, plays special teams, very into it, I just thought he was really on point and excited to be here and had a good day today in special teams, and at the end, as a running back, he got in there and did well. Seemed like he knew what he was doing. I think he'll help us here and see what happens.
John, I think you have talked about, and certainly the players have talked about your decision to have everything graded and the leaderboards, the position leaderboards, and position rooms. Just talk about how that kind of idea came to you. I know you previously were grading plays, but what was the idea to kind of make it transparent and have it like this?
Well, probably the best way to describe it is just to take it to another level. I mean, we've always been very intentional about all those types of things that are important. And you grade a lot of different areas. I mean, you grade everything to some degree. You certainly evaluate everything, but we just thought if we've always kind of believed that if it's important and it matters, and especially if it's a type of thing that's kind of the dirty work, sort of the blue collar work that takes kind of an everyday intentionality, then you should not just talk about it, but you should reward it, and emphasize it and grade it and evaluate it and all those kind of things. So guys are thinking about it, and that's really what we tried to do. That's what we're trying to do.
From just the kind of radical transparency that requires?
I think it's really great. I don't know if there's any surprises that probably kind of hit. It's great that the guys are so into it. I love the fact that it matters to them so much, and I just think that they understand. when you go through the things that we've gone through in terms of different games and things like that, they can see when we do those things well. Sometimes, most of the time, the game's not even close. And we don't do those things well. We haven't been blown out, but we've given teams a chance to beat us. So that's where we want to be intentional and just be at our best on all the little things that matter as much as we possibly can. I'd like to be the best in the league at turnover margin. I'd like to be the best in the league at fewest penalties. Like to be the best in the league at running to the ball or tackling or blocking or whatever it might be, because those are the things that are impactful to the game.
John, we saw Adisa Isaac and Carson Vincent have a lot of good matchups, a lot of very spirited pass rush reps today. What are you seeing out of both of those players, and specifically Vincent? How do you feel like he's done coming into the league?
Yeah, well, I think he's a developmental player who's done well, and he's a step up. It's a step up for sure. It is for everybody, but especially coming from the little bit of the smaller school competition. They played Auburn, they had those moments, but he's going against the best of the best every single day, and you're right. It's been very intense. I mean, the edge guys and all that, and the D line with the offensive line. It's been really intense every day. It was intense out here again today, and I think he gets better every day. And he still has a ways to go. So, but he's got tools and he's got determination. And he's smart. So he's. I would expect him to become a really good player.
Okay.
Okay, great. Thanks. Okay.